So Dick, what is MindTRAK Golf?
MindTRAK Golf is a mental game improvement app and platform. It's a mechanism that conditions the golfer into the present moment. It develops the proper mindset that's really the mental fitness to optimize performance.
So golf is full of challenges. What challenge or problem does MindTRAK address and solve?
Performance for all golfers, including the best players in the world, is thought and emotional sensitive. The golfer's mind is widely misunderstood and universally misused. MindTRAK Golf pulls the golfer into the present moment, and it conditions them to detach emotionally from results.
So I've heard you talk about golf insanity. Maybe talk about that.
Absolutely. Most every golfer has not been trained to effectively use their mind and have the proper thoughts, and they default to that future projecting of what may or may not happen. That stimulates anxiety. Let me give you an example. On the first tee, if you're going to hit your tee shot in about 30 seconds, if you see out of bounds left and water on the right, what you may project forward, that you may hit it out of bounds or into the water, causes anxiety and it disrupts your ability to execute the shot. That is result-oriented thinking, projecting to the end result. That's dysfunctional thoughts and causes all kinds of golfers all kinds of trouble.
So how does MindTRAK work?
So the user can use the app on the golf course or in a post-round examination. And the user then captures the key performance data of every shot. And that's the club used, and then their personal evaluation on how they assess the shot, and their personal evaluation of how well they executed the shot. It's that simple.
So how did you come up with this?
Well, I came up with this out of frustration myself. I was playing on the PGA Tour and I was trying to, access the present moment, because that's where the zone is and that's when you play well. And I quickly learned, well, it wasn't quickly, after a couple of years I learned that as I was emotionally attached to the result, that I couldn't get out of this golf insanity state. So I had to create a new method of measurement, and that's how now this method is productized in MindTRAK Golf. And once I started this conditioning, I had some real aha moments.
So the notion of golf insanity is not limited to amateur golfers or professional golfers. Is MindTRAK for both?
It is. Like, we can use this wonderful example of the best players in the world. Gary Woodland, when he won the US Open, is a wonderful example. Prior to his US Open win, Gary had the lead, 54-hole lead in 7 events, and he did not win. He had his mental breakthrough when he won at Pebble Beach, the US Open. And in his interviews, he spoke openly about how well he stayed in the moment, that he didn't get ahead of himself, that he didn't think of what winning the US Open would mean. And he was so proud of himself with this mental breakthrough. Rory McIlroy is another example that he had to have his mental breakthrough when he stopped identifying who he was as a person with how well he played. So this is an example that all golfers need. It doesn't matter if you're a professional, it doesn't matter if you're an amateur. You need to learn to detach emotionally in order to access the present moment. It's very critical to optimize performance.
So amateur golfers would use the app in exactly the same way a tour player would?
Yeah, so keep in mind the tour player can't pull out the phone during competition. So he will use it, or she will use it, in a post-round examination. How I like to use it, because I don't play professional golf anymore, I love it on the golf course. It makes it more exciting and keeps me more involved in the round. And when you get into the present moment, it's amazing how well you can play.